can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it. So we're talking about Troll 2. How do you do that? Okay, so in case you don't know, this movie was originally titled Goblins, but for fear that it wouldn't do well on its own, it was retitled Troll 2 to piggyback off the success of the original Troll. Now, why they never actually made a sequel to the original Troll, because they set it up for one, and I kind of would have liked it. I think maybe once this was named Troll 2, they were kind of like, you know what, we can't do a sequel to this one now. You know what I mean? This came out in 1990 as an entirely different cast, because, like I said, it's a different movie. And there's no trolls in this movie. There's goblins. Goblins. And as the movie coined the phrase, he's eating her. Or, they're eating her. Then they're gonna eat me. Oh my God! That's what this movie is known for. They even had a documentary made for this. Filmed by the kid who played Josh, now grown up. Josh is the main character. He filmed this documentary. It's called Best Worst Movie. It's cheesy, late 80s, early 90s. Oh, God. Some of the acting in this movie. Like, there's a scene where the daughter is talking to her boyfriend, and she keeps yelling at him for having friends, basically. Like, oh, you always hanging with your friends. My dad doesn't like you. You always hang with your friends, or whatever. And then he's like, no, I want to come with you on your trip. And she's like, okay, I'll tell my dad you're coming tomorrow. I'm like, seriously? It's not a joke. It's for real. It's like, okay, sure. And the way the mom delivers her... So here's the plot, alright? The story. Kind of going off the rails here. The story is that, the family... I don't remember the name of the family, but this family, they are taking a trip to a place called Nilbog, where they're going to switch houses with the family for a little while, where they live on a farm and do all that stuff. But the ghost of Grandpa Seth keeps showing up to help young Joshua save his family, basically. It turns out that everyone in the town of Nilbog is goblins. It's goblins spelled backwards. The goblins will, if you eat anything the goblins give you, you will turn into this plant-like stuff, which is food for the goblins. And the goblins, when they're in human form, they can take human form, they act weird. The way that I don't know if this was intentional or not, but the actress who plays the mom, the way she delivers her lines, when I first watched this, I'm like, oh, the mom is a goblin the whole time, because there's something like Josh tries to say something, and she's like, oh, don't listen to him. Keep singing. I'm like, wait, what? It's like she was one of them, but she's not, because at the end, well, I'll get to that, but at the end something happens, but she's not one. But, it's just weird. Like I said, somebody acting, there's this character, her name is Credence, and she is played by this actress, and she's wearing all this makeup, and she looks hideous. Well, not like hideous, but she's supposed to look gross, you know what I mean? But then there's the scene where she, makes herself look like she normally looks, and to seduce this, one of the last, there's these people, the daughter's boyfriend and his friends, they're in a camper. And they each get taken out one by one, it seems like. Except for the boyfriend. Like, the boyfriend ends up with the family, so he's safe. But then, like, Arnold is the guy that, oh my god, he gets turned into a tree. The other guy who's like a sports fanatic, a runner or whatever, he eats a nasty sandwich. Okay, first of all, he gets picked up by the sheriff to take him to the general store, right? And the sheriff offers him this, I think it's a burger or something, and it's green. First of all, if I was offered a green burger, I'd throw that shit out the window. I ain't eating that. But he eats it, and he starts feeling weird. And they offer him this Nilbog milk, which he drinks, and he spits out. Okay, so he'll eat the green burger, and he thinks it tastes fine, but he'll spit out the Nilbog milk. I don't know. And then he gets sick, and eventually he gets taken out as well. By Credence. Credence shows up to take out the last one of them, and she's this pretty. She makes herself look pretty, seduce him, and then she takes a thing of corn on the cob, puts it between them, and it starts popping into popcorn, just popping into popcorn, and Credence gets called away when Joshua finds the goblin's lair, and there's a showdown where he eats a bologna sandwich and it freaks them out, and they have to touch this piece of Stonehenge, Halloween 3, that makes like it hurts the goblins or something, I don't know. And then at the end, one of the last things you see is the last friend is like in like a big pile of popcorn in the trailer, and he's still alive. Like, why is she popping popcorn? I thought she would kill him. I don't know. Popcorn's okay, and this is what kind of got me. All right. When the runner guy is asking for like coffee, coffee, eggs. We're vegetarians. Can't vegetarians eat eggs? I know I'm not supposed to eat anything that comes from animals, but wouldn't eggs be okay? It's not meat. I know it's basically baby chicken, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not vegetarian. I'm probably wrong now that I think about it, but it just kind of made me think, wait a minute. So the big showdown. I already told you the climax, but like there's a showdown at the farm where the people who are supposed to live in their house showed up, are still there in town, and they're like, oh, we had car trouble. Oh, okay. Really? And then that's when I realized there's goblins and everything. But the end is really what they get home, and it's supposed to be a big twist, right? Because, supposedly they get rid of all the goblins and defeat the goblins and Credence and all that, and they get all the food that this kind of gets me, because all the food that is given to them by the goblins is green. Everything is green because they turn green. So they get home, and Josh goes upstairs to his room. The mom says, well, I'm hungry, because they didn't eat anything, because when she grabs an apple, she starts eating it, right? Then Josh starts hearing these weird munching, these weird sounds. And he goes, she was in the kitchen. Somehow he goes into the bathroom and opens the shower, and there is I think he's in the shower. There is the goblins eating the mom, and they even got like prosthetic tits, like nipples and stuff. I thought it was kind of cool how they did that. And he's like, "Mommy!" and that's how it ends. And I'm like, okay, sorry about the noise. They're still doing construction. I should shut the door. I'm sorry. But yeah, all in all, guys, this movie is corny. It's really weird. Some of the line deliveries are messed up. It's a B movie, but I enjoy it. Let's see. I'll give it a 5. 5 out of 10. What are your thoughts on Troll 2? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I love, peace, and chicken grease.